While headlines focus on Donald Trump's controversies, few realize how much real wealth his family still controls, from billion-dollar real estate to luxury brands and global licensing deals. In this video, we're uncovering just how rich the Trumps truly are. The Gilded Empire. When you think of the Trump family, you probably picture gold towers and luxury resorts, but what you don't see is just how insanely opulent their world really is. Let's start at the crown jewel of the Trump empire, Mar-a-Lago. This 17 to 20 acre estate in Palm Beach, Florida wasn't always Trump property. It was originally built between 1924 and 1927 by serial heiress Marjorie Merriweather Post at a cost of $7 million, which would be about $127 million in today's money. Donald Trump swooped in and purchased it in 1985 for somewhere between $5 million and $10 million, which, let's be honest, was an absolute steal. He then transformed it into a private club in 1995, and today it's valued at approximately $350 million. But what makes Mar-a-Lago so special? Well, for starters, the estate features 126 to 128 rooms, including 58 bedrooms and 33 bathrooms across 62,500 square feet. The architecture is a stunning blend of Spanish, Venetian, and Portuguese influences. The exterior walls are clad in Doria limestone imported from Genoa, Italy. And get this, the roof uses about 20,000 colourful tiles ranging from black to salmon. There's even a 75-foot tile roof tower offering panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean and Lake Worth Lagoon. Inside, the opulence reaches almost absurd levels. We're talking about 36,000 15th century Spanish tiles, one of the largest collections in the world. The living room alone is 1,800 square feet with a 42-foot high gold leaf ceiling that replicates Venice's Accademia 1,000-wing ceiling complete with sunbursts. The dining room features a 4,000-pound inlaid marble table crafted by 15 Italian artists. The themed bedroom suites are like something out of a fairy tale. There's the Adams suite in colonial style, the Dutch suite with Delft tiles, the Spanish suite with porcelain figurines in a beehive fireplace, and the Venetian suite with crystal chandeliers. And if you're a child of the family, you might get to stay in the baby house suite with pink rose vines and squirrel-shaped door handles. But Trump didn't just preserve the original grandeur, he added his own extravagant touches. In 2005, he built a 20,000 square foot ballroom for $40 million in a Versailles-inspired style with $7 million in 24-karat gold leaf on the ceiling and 17 crystal chandeliers. The ballroom seats up to 700 people. He also installed 4 gold-plated sinks costing $100,000. As a private club, Mar-a-Lago is insanely exclusive. It's limited to 500 members, and initiation fees have risen to $1 million plus $20,000 annual dues. There's a waiting list, and overnight stays can cost up to $2,000 per night. The club hosts exclusive events like galas and concerts by celebrities such as Celine Dion and Billy Joel, generating revenues of $40 million in 2023. Now let's head north to Trump Tower in Manhattan. Donald Trump's triplex penthouse spans floors 66 through 68, covering approximately 6,200 to 10,996 square feet, with 5 bedrooms and 7.5 bathrooms, and it's valued at around $100 million. If Mar-a-Lago is opulent, then the Trump Tower penthouse is something else entirely, borderline ridiculous in its extravagance. Perched high above Fifth Avenue, it feels less like an apartment and more like a modern recreation of a royal palace. Designed in the Louis XIV style by the acclaimed interior designer Angelo Donchia, the penthouse draws direct inspiration from the Palace of Versailles, channeling that unmistakable air of 17th century French grandeur. Everywhere you look, there's an intentional display of wealth and power, an aesthetic statement meant to impress, overwhelm, and dazzle all at once. We're talking about 24-karat gold leaf, detailing the crown moldings, lamps, vases, platters, and nearly every other accent that could possibly gleam. The air itself seems to shimmer with the reflection of gold on marble. The entrance features a gold and diamond-encrusted door, announcing luxury before a single step is taken inside. Marble dominates the design, coating the floors, walls, and Corinthian columns with lavish precision, while intricate patterns are etched into every surface, as if to ensure that not a single inch goes unnoticed. Overhead, hand-painted frescoes cover the ceilings, depicting dramatic scenes of Apollo in his chariot, surrounded by Greek gods and celestial figures. The craftsmanship is museum level, a visual homage to European palaces of old. Crystal chandeliers dangle from the frescoed ceilings, refracting light in all directions and creating a warm, candle-like glow that dances across bronze statues, silver, embellishments, and polished marble floors. The interplay of light and texture gives the entire penthouse a surreal, dreamlike quality, as if one has stepped into an elaborate stage set rather than a residence. The sitting room anchors the space with a sense of theatrical symmetry. Plush ivory couches form a semicircular arrangement around a central fountain, its soft murmur adding a serene counterpoint to the visual intensity of the room. Two perfectly aligned coffee tables mirror one another, each bearing ornate vases and gilded trays. The white marble fireplace serves as a focal point, framed by a display of Greek vases meticulously arranged by height and topped by a bronze sculpture of Apollo led by Aurora, a symbolic nod to light, renewal and grandeur. And then there's the showstopper, a towering bronze statue of Eros and Psyche, locked in an eternal embrace, adding that unmistakable touch of romance and mythology. It's a space where art, wealth and symbolism intertwine, every piece placed with deliberate precision, every surface designed to impress. One of the most extravagant details. In one sitting area, there's a $15,000 limited edition book, Goat: A Tribute to Muhammad Ali, signed by Ali and Jeff Koons, one of only 1,000 copies. Melania's office contains a nearly $10,000 Louis Vuitton jewelry case filled with her QVC collection, including watches, rings, bracelets, and earrings with mother-of-pearl and crystal accents. Even young Baron had personalized items like a red toy Mercedes with a custom license plate on the marble floor. And speaking of Melania, let's talk about her jewelry collection. Her first engagement ring was a Graf 15-carat D-flawless diamond ring, initially valued at $1.5 million and now worth around $3 million, given in 2004. But that wasn't enough. For their 10-year anniversary in 2015, Donald gifted her a Graf 25-carat diamond ring worth $3 million. She also has a Graf 13-carat platinum wedding band with 15 emerald-cut diamonds, which she wore at their 2005 wedding. But the Trump family's wealth isn't just about real estate and jewelry. They travel in style too. The family has access to Trump Force One, a customized Boeing 757-200 that Donald Trump purchased in 2011 for $100 million. This isn't just any private jet. It features extensive 24-carat gold plating on fixtures like seatbelt buckles, faucets, and accents throughout. The 43-seat jet includes a master bedroom with a king-sized bed, a guest room with a mohair divan that converts into a bed, and onboard showers in private bathrooms with gold-trimmed marble sinks. There's a dining room, galley kitchen, multiple flat-screen TVs including a 52-inch screen with a movie library, and Rolls-Royce engines for smooth transcontinental flights. But wait, there's more. Trump once owned an even more extravagant toy, the Trump Princess Yacht. This 86-meter super yacht was originally built in 1980 as Nabila for Saudi arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi. Trump purchased it in 1987 for $29 million and sold it in 1991 to Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. This floating palace featured a disco, cinema, sauna, heliport, 3 elevators, 2 dining rooms, and 11 opulent staterooms accommodating 22 guests plus 52 crew. The standout luxury? A 2.4-meter bulletproof spa pool with a water jet, enclosed behind bulletproof glass for security. There were also hot tubs, sophisticated lounges, and a vast gallery decorated with palm trees. This is just scratching the surface of the Trump family's wealth. In the next part, we're going to dive into the next generation, specifically Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner's insane properties, including their $24 million Miami mansion on billionaire Bunker Island and their $1.4 billion luxury resort project on a Mediterranean island. Trust me, you won't believe what they're building. The next generation's empire. Now let's talk about the next generation, because Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner aren't just living off family wealth. They're building their own empire that's equally insane. Let's start with their primary residence, a mansion on Indian Creek Island in Miami, Florida. This isn't just any exclusive neighborhood. Indian Creek Island is known as the Billionaire Bunker for its ultra-exclusive, high-security environment. The island is only 300 acres with just 34 to 41 homes, its own police force with 24/7 boat patrols, a private country club, and an 18-hole golf course. Ivanka and Jared purchased their mansion in April 2021 for $24 million from billionaire Alex Meruelo, who previously bought it from record producer Scott Storch. The property is 8,500 square feet, spanning 1.3 acres with 200 feet of private Biscayne Bay frontage. It includes 6 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, and they financed part of it with a $15 million mortgage. But here's the crazy part. This was just one piece of their property spree. On the island totaling $56 million. In 2020, they also bought a separate 1.84-acre waterfront lot for $32.2 million from singer Julio Iglesias for potential future development. Their neighbors, Jeff Bezos, Tom Brady, and other high-profile figures. Originally a 1994 Spanish-style neoclassical estate, the mansion was transformed through a 2-year gut renovation into a modern masterpiece. They preserved 26-foot domed ceilings and a dramatic double Cinderella staircase in the foyer, but modernized everything else. Exterior updates feature sleek white stucco with black trim on windows, doors, and roof lines, replacing dated wooden accents for a contemporary look. The family moved in by late 2023 after extensive renovations, with Ivanka hosting her 42nd birthday party there. The amenities are absolutely insane. They rebuilt and enlarged the swimming pool, added hot tubs, and built a spa cabana featuring a sauna, steam room, cold plunge pool, and outdoor showers. A private boat dock with a bridge provides direct access to Biscayne Bay, perfect for water sports. Indoor amenities include a home gym, screening room, and multiple relaxation spaces. A guest house is under construction near the dock. The island's exclusivity itself is a luxury. According to reports, there are no community events, but the police services are so personalized they're like butlers in uniforms. Imagine having your own personal police force watching over your property 24/7. But Ivanka and Jared aren't stopping at Miami. They're building something even more ambitious. A $1.4 billion ultra-luxury resort on Sazan Island, a 1,400-acre undeveloped island off the Albanian coast in the Mediterranean Sea. Let me give you some context. Sazan Island was once a Soviet-era military base during the Cold War. The island features a subtropical climate, diverse biodiversity including ferns, giant lavender, plumbago, rosemary, maritime pines, and dramatic natural formations like the Bay of Paradise, Hell's Gorge, Devil's Gulf, and Admiral's Beach. Albania's government granted the project strategic investor status in December 2024, providing incentives like zero taxes during construction and state-handled infrastructure for water, electricity, and sewage. The resort occupies about 8% of the island's surface, 45 hectares out of 562. Kushner envisions it as the ideal resort that I'd want to be at with my family and with my friends, emphasizing privacy and exclusivity. The island is just 60 miles from Italy and near Corfu, with a new Vlora airport just 10 minutes away. The design philosophy is all about sustainability and harmony with nature. They're collaborating with global firm Arup, emphasizing buildings sculpted or even scalloped by nature to feel nestled in a beautiful tree. Conceptual renderings show terraced villas with green roofs blending into cliffsides, infinity pools overlooking turquoise waters, and structures along shores, dunes, and headlands. Here's what makes this project even more fascinating. The island's historical military remnants, including 10 miles of tunnels, now home to bats, vipers, and wild rabbits, 3,600 bunkers, bomb shelters, and derelict buildings like barracks, a theater, school, and hospital, will be preserved and incorporated into the resort experience. Ivanka herself noted, "I'm working with my husband. We have this 1,400-acre island in the Mediterranean, and we're bringing in the best architects and the best brands." The resort will feature a main marina at the Gulf of San Nicolo for yachts and approximately 40 miles of trails through mountains, rainforests, deep waterways, and valleys. A central luxury hotel is described as a jewel on the Mediterranean. While primarily a very high-end luxury product for privacy, plans include public access to certain areas for visitors to enjoy food, trails, and beaches. The project promises to create around 1,000 jobs during construction and operation. Kushner first visited Sazan in 2021, conceiving the idea, and returned in 2023 with Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama. A state company, Albanian State Development and Real Estate, was formed on June 9, 2025, to facilitate the public-private partnership. As of June 2025, negotiations are ongoing, with unexploded ordnance from the 1990s needing clearance before construction. Now let's talk about the other Trump children, starting with Donald Trump Jr. Don Jr. isn't about the flash and glamour of his father's lifestyle. He's more of an outdoorsman, but he still lives incredibly well. His primary residence is a combined apartment in the Sovereign, a prestigious co-op building at 425 East 58th Street in Manhattan's Upper East Side. He purchased 2 units starting in 2009, 12B for $1.52 million and 12C for $1.275 million, which were combined into a 4-bedroom home and added a third unit in 2014, resulting in approximately 6,000 square feet total at a combined cost of around $4.2 million. The Sovereign features a swish mid-century modern lobby with 1950s chandeliers designed by Italian artisans and around-the-clock concierge and doormen. Notable residents include opera singers Placido and Marta Domingo and former SEC chair Mary Jo White. But Don Jr.'s real passion shows in his upstate New York properties. He owns a rustic cabin in the Catskills region near Roscoe, New York, nicknamed Trout Town, USA, approximately 120 miles from New York City. This is where he escapes for fly fishing and duck hunting, maintaining a low profile and appearing as a down-to-earth family man. But here's where it gets wild. Don Jr. and his brother Eric co-own a 171-acre private hunting preserve in Wingdale, Dutchess County, in New York's Hudson Valley. The property functions as a non-commercial shooting preserve licensed by New York's Department of Environmental Conservation. Features include a wooden tower for rifle fire, exploding targets, and deer hunting areas. According to reports, neighbors describe the noise as a war zone that rattles windows, highlighting its use for high-volume shooting. Don Jr. is also a co-founder of the Executive Branch, an ultra-exclusive private members club in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., launched in April 2025. His partners include investment banker Omid Malik, Christopher Buskirk of 1789 Capital, and Zach and Alex Witkoff. Membership is limited to fewer than 200, with a wait list and heavy vetting requiring referrals and founder approval. Fees include a $500,000 initiation for founding members, plus annual dues estimated at $10,000 to $25,000. The club features a modern, hip aesthetic inspired by New York's Aman Hotel, with checkered marble floors, a bar, lounge, restaurant, and boardroom. Dining includes refined options like sushi, helmed by executive chef Salvatore Bruculeri. In the next part, we're going to explore the luxurious lifestyles of Tiffany and Eric Trump, including private yacht cruises, wine estates, and the family's exotic international trips. The excess doesn't stop, it only gets more extravagant. Lifestyles of the ultra-rich. So far, we've covered Donald and Melania's gilded properties and Ivanka and Jared's empire building. Now let's explore the lifestyles of Tiffany and Eric Trump, plus the family's exotic adventures around the globe. Let's start with Tiffany Trump, Donald's daughter from his marriage to Marla Maples. Tiffany married Michael Boulos, who comes from a wealthy Lebanese-Nigerian family, in a lavish ceremony at Mar-a-Lago. The wedding took place on November 12, 2022 at Mar-a-Lago, blending family tradition with extravagant floral and crystal elements. The event featured a pastel palette of blues, purples, pinks, and creams, creating a fairy tale atmosphere despite Hurricane Nicole's approach. The ceremony took place under a grand gazebo adorned with a halo of pink, blue, and white flowers, including hydrangeas and rhododendrons. Crystal-draped tents and ornate gazebos enhanced the venue's opulence, with the reception in the ballroom featuring $7 million in gold leaf. An 8-tier wedding cake decorated with white flowers paid homage to her parents' 1993 nuptials. Entertainment included masked dancers, adding a dramatic flair to the intimate yet grand affair attended by family and high-profile guests. But Tiffany's luxury lifestyle extends far beyond her wedding. In the summer of 2025, Tiffany and Michael enjoyed a luxurious Mediterranean cruise, alternating between two super yachts, the Phoenix II and the Magna Grecia, for at least 10 days in the French Riviera. The vessels are owned by Turkish billionaire oil magnate Ercüment Baygan and his wife, with the trip occurring amid business discussions involving Michael's father, Masad Boulos, potentially benefiting Baygan's oil interests. Let's talk about the Phoenix II specifically. This 90-meter, nearly 300-foot floating palace is valued at $128 million. It features 2 helipads, a large swimming pool, and an 18-foot bronze phoenix figurehead. Interiors evoke Manhattan glamour with a Broadway-style dining room, a full spa, a hair salon, and golden marble decor reminiscent of Trump Tower. It was previously chartered at over $1.4 million per week, offering ultimate privacy and luxury for high-profile guests. The Magna Grecia served as a companion vessel during the cruise, complementing the Phoenix II for seamless transitions and ensuring continuous access to super yacht luxuries like expansive decks and personalized service. Instagram posts from Tiffany provided clues to their itinerary, showcasing the opulent settings, raising ethics concerns about the free accommodations and potential conflicts of interest. When it comes to fashion, Tiffany has refined taste. She's a longtime supporter of Chinese designer Torre Wang, wearing her designs multiple times, including an all-white coat at her Father's Mother's 2017 inauguration and front row appearances at Wang's New York Fashion Week shows in 2017 and 2018. Wang described her line as designed for leaders, aligning with Tiffany's globally minded aesthetic. For the 2025 inauguration ball, while pregnant, she wore a grey dress by Zuhair Murad, and at a 2025 UK state banquet, she wore a custom blue quartz haute couture gown by Saeed Kobeisi. At the 2025 inauguration events, she wore stunning Jovadi jewellery, described as a jewel in history. Her jewellery collection also includes heirloom and custom pieces, and in 2017, she debuted a handmade jewellery line on Instagram while in the Hamptons, featuring personal designs. Now let's shift to Eric Trump. Like his brother Don Jr., Eric has impressive real estate holdings. Eric owns a luxurious penthouse in the Trump Park East building at 100 Central Park South in New York City, created by merging 3 apartments into a single 2,400 square foot top floor residence. He acquired Unit 14D in 2008 for $2 million, followed by Unit 14G from his father Donald Trump for $350,000 in 2016, a significantly below market deal. With an additional $10,000 estimated for renovations to combine them, the total was under $3 million. The penthouse offers panoramic views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline, and is potentially worth over $10 million based on comparable sales. Eric and his wife Lara also reside in a luxury duplex on the grounds of Trump National Golf Club Westchester in Briarcliff Manor, New York. The club spans 140 acres, with an 18-hole championship golf course featuring private fairways, winding streams, stone bridges, and a 101-foot waterfall. Luxuries include the largest pool in Westchester County, tennis courts, and overnight guest suites with elegant service. The property is connected to nearby family estates like Seven Springs, a 50,000-square-foot mansion on 230 acres, with carriage houses and nature trails, offering equestrian trails and expansive grounds for outdoor activities. But Eric's crown jewel might be Trump Winery, a 300-acre estate in Charlottesville, Virginia, where Eric serves as president. Originally the Klug Estate Winery, it features expansive vineyards producing award-winning wines, including sparkling varieties and barrel-aged selections like Chardonnay and Cabernet Sauvignon. The winery offers guided wine tastings in the Grand Hall, with flights of hand-selected wines and souvenir glasses set against breathtaking views of immaculate vineyards and man-made lakes. The chandelier-lit halls feature historic 1760 Waterford crystal chandeliers, adding elegance to the tasting room and events. Products smell like exotic flowers, enhancing the sensory experience for visitors. Accommodations at the Albemarle Estate provide world-class luxury with sophisticated rooms, blending modern amenities and historic details for an ultimate wine country escape. Wine cellars are part of the facilities, showcasing the estate's commitment to premium wine production. The winery hosts events like the Trump Grand Tasting, attracting wine enthusiasts from across the country. Remember that hunting preserve we mentioned earlier? Eric co-owns that 171-acre private game preserve in Wingdale, Dutchess County with Don Jr., acquired in 2013 for hunting. The property functions as a non-commercial shooting preserve licensed by New York's Department of Environmental Conservation, with activities peaking on summer weekends, sometimes involving Secret Service agents. The brothers have also participated in international big game hunts, including African safaris. Don Jr. was presented with a custom AR-15 style Reaper rifle, showcasing the family's passion for high-end hunting equipment. Records show Trump Jr.'s costly big game hunt, demonstrating the significant investment the family makes in these exotic hunting expeditions. Now let's talk about how the entire Trump family travels when they're not on Trump Force One. The family frequently enjoys exotic trips tied to their expanding international business empire, particularly in the Persian Gulf, Vietnam, and Saudi Arabia. In the Persian Gulf, family members like Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump have visited mega resorts in Qatar and the UAE, including developments like Trump-branded golf courses and luxury villas at Symaca. These properties feature private beaches, infinity pools, and personalized concierge services. In Vietnam, the family is involved in a $1.5 billion luxury golf resort project south of Hanoi, with 3 golf courses and high-end villas receiving preferential treatment from local officials. The Trump Organization broke ground on this massive project amid U.S. tariff talks, demonstrating how the family leverages political connections for business opportunities. In Saudi Arabia, trips include stays at new Trump Tower skyscrapers with butler service and chauffeured Bentleys for transportation, plus cryptocurrency ventures, blending diplomacy with family business for multi-million-dollar profits. Trump's Middle East visit comes as his family deepens its business ties, raising questions about conflicts of interest. These aren't just vacations vacations, they're business development trips where the family scouts locations, meets with local officials and closes deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But they do it in style, accessing mega resorts with elite amenities that most people can only dream about. The family business unveils new international deals regularly, expanding their global footprint with each trip. Trump's controversial luxury property empire in the Middle East has been laid bare, showing the scale of their ambitions. The Trump Organization is launching a $1.5 billion golf resort in Vietnam, further cementing their presence in Asia. Let me put this all in perspective. We started this video looking at Mar-a-Lago and Trump Tower, properties worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We explored Ivanka and Jared's $24 million Miami mansion and their $1.4 billion Albanian island resort project. We saw Don Jr.'s exclusive club with $500,000 initiation fees, Tiffany's $128 million super yacht cruises, and Eric's 300-acre wine estate. The Trump family's wealth isn't just about money, it's about access to a lifestyle that's completely inaccessible to normal people. They fly in 100 million private jets with gold-plated seatbelts. They vacation on private islands being transformed into luxury resorts. They cruise on $128 million super yachts in the Mediterranean. They live in homes where even the bathroom sinks are gold-plated and cost $100,000. This is generational wealth on a scale that's hard to comprehend, and it's growing. Ivanka and Jared's Albanian resort, Eric's wine estate, Don Jr.'s private club, and the family's Middle East and Asian projects are all expanding their empire in real time. The family's rapidly expanding Middle East business shows no signs of slowing down, so the next time you see a photo of a Trump property or read about one of their business deals, remember, what you're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg. The Trump family is richer than you think, and they're getting richer every day. Liked this video? Click on the card showing on your screen for more.